بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي وسلم على رسوله الكريم سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا وحبيبنا وسندنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم اللهم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Recite Durood Sharif. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان المجيد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون. وقال رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم ما منكم من أحد إلا سيكلمه ربه ليس بينه وبينه ترجمان فينظر أيمن منه فلا يرى إلا ما قدم وينظر أشأم منه فلا يرى إلا ما قدم وينظر بين يديه فلا يرى إلا النار تلقاء وجهه فاتقوا النار ولو بشق تمرة أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. My dear respected honorable ulama kiram, my dear huffaz, dear elders, my dear brothers, my dear mothers and sisters, and our beloved youth, As-Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, through the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yet we get to enjoy another day of Jumu'ah in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the guests of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we must keep one thing in mind, that whenever we go into a masjid, any masjid, not only the Peace Center, but any masjid, anywhere in the world, remember this is a house of Allah. And who gets invited into your house? No, I'm talking your own house. Who invites you? Who you invite? Your friends, those people you welcome, your guests. And how are your guests treated when they come? First of all, if she gets last minute information they're coming, then everyone is running helter-skelter, cleaning the house up as if you're going to put it up for sale. Yeah, you're going to make everything clean. You're going to make sure the house smells nice, everything is in order. And when your guests come, then you will look after them, you will take care of their needs. Yeah, they come, they say, I need to use the bathroom. Yes, by all means, use this bathroom here. Yeah. If they say, I want some chai, or I want some coffee, or I want some water, I want something cold, you will make every intizam you can. If they say, I am hungry, yeah, either you, I don't know about you guys, I'm not a cook, but the missus, the ladies in the house will prepare a meal. Yeah? Or, worst case scenario, as has become the trend nowadays, one of these eating apps. Order from there. Order whatever it is, fish and chips or curry or whatever it may be. But ultimately, some food arrangement is made. Now imagine this is insan. You and me are insan. We are human beings. And sometimes someone comes to visit you and they're not your most favorite family member, for example. And you know there's a bit of tension in the air, all right? But if they come and they ask you for something, are you going to deny them that? A true mu'min, a true believer will not deny their guests anything they ask for, any of their requests. Now if we as human beings cannot deny our guest request, do you think that when you come into the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you lift your hands up to Him and you make dua to Him and you ask from Him for whatever your needs are, Allah doesn't hear it? When Allah has, Inna Allaha ala kulli shayin qadir, Allah ta'ala is most powerful. And how powerful? He has power over everything. Things we understand and we don't understand. Things we know of, things we don't know of. Things we may see, things we may never see. Every single thing, Allah Ta'ala has full control over. Now if you are asking the Lord of Lords, the Creator of all creation, no matter how insignificant it may be, like a mosquito, or it is significant when it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's buzzing around your ears and sucking your blood, or it may be something that is significant to us. Allah Ta'ala is the Creator and He has full control over it. So my dear brothers, although this isn't my topic is something else. This is just something that has come to my mind. That we are the guests of Allah, we are in His house, and so we should behave. Not sitting in the masjid, chatting away, or sitting disrespectfully, or going on our phone and watching YouTube or Instagram or whatever it may be, but rather respecting the house of Allah. When you come in the house of Allah, what does Allah command us? Ya Bani Adam, O the children of Adam, yani, all of mankind. Khudhu zinatakum inda kulli masjid. That whenever you go to the masjid, any masjid you go to, any masjid, yeah? It doesn't have to be the haram, or Madinatul Munawwara, or Masjidul Aqsa. It could be any masjid. It could be a small little musalla on the side of the motorway. Khudhu zinatakum. Adorn yourself. Look nice, look smart, look like you are going to meet a king of all kings. Yeah? Don't dress up like you're going to the beach. Don't dress up like you're still in your pajamas, or some people are in their pajamas. Even if it is Fajr Salah. Go to the masjid in a condition that if you were invited for a black tie event, is that what they call it? Black tie event? Yeah? You're not going to go there in your pajamas. You're not going to wear your t-shirt and your joggers. Yeah? You're going to wear something nice and smart. Yeah? If you only wear the kurta, the thobe, then you will make sure you wear a nice one. So similarly, when we come to the masjid, adorn ourselves. And for those of us that are fathers, that are bringing our children, we need to make them do the same. Make them understand why they are doing it. So when they grow up and you are gone from this dunya, they will remember that I'm going to Allah's house, I need to respect it. I know many people, they carry a kurta in their car because of their work. Maybe they have to wear a suit and tie. But when it comes to the masjid, they just pop the kurta over them. So when they come in the masjid, they look nice. They smell nice. Yeah? And this is what we should do. Our children, when we bring them to the masjid, mashallah, my heart has been so happy over the holidays that I'm watching that every day so many youth are here for salah. As a matter of fact, I think yesterday, one of the salah, it looked like there were more youth here than there were adults. Mashallah. And we make dua that Allah gives them steadfastness, that Allah Ta'ala makes it easy for them and keeps them firm on the deen, and makes them of those, and makes us also of those who establish their salah. MashaAllah, they are here every salah. It's so lovely to see. Yeah? And we should celebrate that, and we should, acknowledge when the children come. But don't bring children that are so young, that don't know how to behave in the masjid. Sometimes they get frightened when there's so many people. They start crying in salah, your salah is disturbed, other salah is disturbed. Wait for a certain amount of time, then you know they are confident, they are going to sit respectfully, not run around the masjid, and inshallah this will be beneficial. From one thing where my talk has gone to. Today I had actually intended to speak about, and our dear children are going back to school. Some have already started. They're going back to school, college, university soon. So it's just some advices that Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam has mentioned. And the first is this ayah which I have recited, that Allah Ta'ala says in Surah As-Safat, the surah after, Surah Yasin, Allah Ta'ala says, in the Noble Quran, that on the Day of Judgment, people will be told, وَقِفُوهُمْ, stop them, hold them back. إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ, they have to be questioned. Everyone will have to be questioned, إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهِ. Many people been on holiday, when you come back at the airport, you're just hoping they don't stop you at border control. When you're going through security, I hope I didn't accidentally put a gun in my bags. Yet you know you don't have a gun. I hope I didn't put one in there. Hope I didn't put the kitchen knife in my hand luggage. But when you're coming out on the other side, I didn't buy anything which I have to declare. I'm going through the green thing. I hope they don't stop me. That anxiety is there, or that tension is there. And if you brought something garbar, then the heart is pounding till the moment you're out of the doors. And now they don't even stand there and watch you. Hey, come here. They just close the doors. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, on the Day of Judgment, that's how it's going to be. Most people will be stopped. But there will be those people, green light, go straight through to Jannah. People like those who passed away on the Day of Jumu'ah. People that have passed away on the Day of Jumu'ah, there's no questioning for them. People that are always mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the Day of Judgment, they'll say, questioning? Okay, no problem. La khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. They'll not be worried at all. They'll actually be, okay, fine. No, I'm happy. I'm happy Allah is going to question me. Yeah? And this is what we should aspire to be. Of those people on the Day of Judgment when we face Allah Ta'ala. And you know what this hadith said? Yeah? What is mentioned with regards to this? Nabi Kareem sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam has said that the manner of questioning on the Day of Judgment is going to be like this. For this is those people who are not in that position where they have la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Those people who are the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What does Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam say? He says, Ma minkum min ahadi illa sayukallimuhu. There isn't any one of you except that you will speak. Sayukallimuhu, you will be speaking to Allah Ta'ala. Laysa baynahu wa baynahu tarjuman. There's going to be no one there in between. It's going to be you and Allah right in front of you. You will be there. And then what will happen? Now this person that is standing there, and everyone is going to go through this, except those who have nothing to answer for, they will look to their right and they will see all their good deeds. They will look to the right and they will see good deeds. They will look to the left and they will see, I'm sure you can answer that, the bad deeds. Those things that you did, intentionally, unintentionally, big things, small things, all of that on the left. In front, what is going to be there? بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ إِلَّا النَّارِ Jahannam. The fire of Jahannam will be there present. You'll be able to see it. Whether it's going to be close, far, you're going to feel the heat, are you going to smell anything? That we can't answer. But it's going to be there. Now imagine, now you're going to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you have to answer. So every person is stopped. They go through the questioning phase. One hadith makes mention. There are two people who were friends. They were going towards Jannah. They were told, go to Jannah. As they're on their way, one was rich, one was poor. One was rich, one was poor. So the poor person is told, okay, you carry on. The rich guy, on the other hand, he had extra suitcases, isn't it? At the airport, you can see. The ones that went to India or Dubai gold shopping. Wedding shopping is the worst. Like Birmingham, like Melton Road wasn't far enough. Then they went to Birmingham. Now Dubai we have to go. Subhanallah. You're coming back with tons of suitcases. Chances are you're going to get stopped at border control. Am I right? Customs are going to say, right, bhai, what did you bring? Now, just pull up your sleeves. How many watches you got on? Auntie, how many necklaces and bangles you got? Now the rich man is told, you hold on. You can't go yet. You need to hold on. Poor man is gone into Jannah. And he is waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. It doesn't mean you'll get to Jannah and you'll forget about everything. You'll forget, you'll go looking for your family members, your friends, your near dear ones, your asatiza, those people that you had a close relationship with. And now you don't see them there. You can't go through border control and say, oh, sorry, I want to go back and see, I left someone inside. On the other side of the passport control. You've gone through, you've gone through. Eventually the rich man enters Jannah. The rich man, he enters into Jannah. And the poor man says, say, I was worried about you. What happened? Took so long for you to come into Jannah? He says, you don't understand how difficult it was. I was questioned. What we may understand, left, right, and center. I was interrogated. I was asked so many questions about everything. And I was so stressed out. I was so worried. And I perspired so much. This is in the hadith, yeah? I perspired so much that if camels had eaten from a dry plank, meaning their mouths were very, very, very dry, 1,000 camels could have drank from my perspiration and their thirst would have been quenched. That's how much it's going to be stressful. There's nothing wrong with having wealth, and if Allah has blessed you, mashallah. But just remember, on the Day of Judgment, you're coming through with more suitcases, there's more answerability. The less you have, the less you have to answer for. A person has £5, another person has £5,000. With £5, you know what you can buy. With 5,000, there's so many more things you can buy. Ultimate thing is that on the Day of Judgment, Allah Ta'ala is going to question us. So you have less things, quick answer, and you got. Check your bags, check all your bag of good deeds and bad deeds, okay? And on that day, like I said, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will be right in front. There's going to be no barrier. There's not going to be any interpreter. It's just going to be your direct discussion with Allah Ta'ala, where we will all have to answer, and we make dua that Allah Ta'ala makes it easy for us. But to get to that day, and like I said, coming back to our dear children, you are going back to school, college, university. Remember, you are answerable on the Day of Judgment for all your actions. When you go to school, college, university, you are telling your parents, I'm going to school now. They drop you off at the gate. Now you go inside, you see they're gone, and then you run away. Get on the bus and you're going touring for the whole day with the mates. Yeah? Instead of sitting in your lessons, yeah? You're getting up to masti, roaming around town, hanging around cafes and causing a nuisance. Instead of studying, you are doing other things that are wrong. Then you are going to be answerable for this, even if your parents don't find out. You may think you have pulled wool over your parents' eyes. Oh, my parents don't know anything, man. My father, mother, they're stupid. You don't understand what I get up to. But you can't get away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are there for a reason. And Allah Ta'ala has given you the ability to go to school and college and university, where we have seen places where children can't afford it, and neither are there facilities available for them. In some places, you know, you go to school, you complain they didn't replace the chairs. They still got the same old hard plastic ones. In some places they are study under trees. The sky is the roof and the earth is the flooring. No heating, no aircon, no nothing like that. And they desire to learn. So Allah has blessed you very greatly that you live in this country. You have free education, well, till you get to university, and then you have to empty out the coffers, isn't it? Huh? But you are fortunate that you have this free education. Learn, and you have this time to be truthful and answerable towards all those that are around you. You see someone getting bullied, you should take the necessary action. What is that? Take all your mates and go beat the bully up? Good idea, no? Especially if you do karate or kickboxing. No. Tell the relevant authority. We are fortunate that in most cases these things are dealt with accordingly. There are people that you can speak to. Yeah? In the community, speak to your parents. We have many organizations such as men who help you if there is any Islamophobia going on. Yeah? We have great shuyukh like the great muftis, yeah, that are here within our locality. So utilize them. Help people. You might go to school, you're taking lunch, and there's another child that is there. They've just come into that school, they're feeling nervous, they're scared. What do? You help them, you support them. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with that. Rather, it is a commendable thing that you are of those who help people. Yeah? Because khayrun nas man yanfa'un nas. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said something to this effect. The best of people are those who benefit other people. So when you go back to school, inshallah, college, university, be there to help one another. Remember why you are there. Make dua to Allah Ta'ala every day, that oh Allah grant me beneficial knowledge. Ask Allah for guidance and make intention that whatever I am studying, one day I am going to serve people fi sabilillah. I'm going to help people just for the pleasure of Allah. When there's a call put out that we need volunteers, wherever it may be, whatever area it may be, whatever field it may be, I'm going to help. And you will get rewarded for your studies also, inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala grant our dear children beneficial knowledge, at least a bit more enthusiasm, yeah? I know some of you just can't wait for them to go back to school, Yeah, like too much, 6 weeks, summer holiday, Molly Sahib open madrasa already. Why is it only opening next week? Bhai, you're lucky we're opening the madrasa. It's your job as a parent to teach and educate your child. That's your responsibility, you'll be questioned. Know what your children are learning, my dear parents. Know the content of what they are learning in school. It's not only about making money. It's about knowing our responsibilities and fulfilling them in a way that Allah will be happy with. Brothers, can I request, whenever you come in the masjid, try to sit in the front. See, I'm noticing here while I'm talking, you guys can't see it unless you're right at the back. People are coming in now, they're trying to get to the front. And as they come into the front, some of you are getting booed. Literally getting a kick. Why? Because you blocked up the whole back. Now they can see space in the front. Be considerate, inshallah. So what I'm going to ask all of you, except those on chairs, can I ask you all to please stand up, fill up these 2 rooms here on the side, and the rest of you move forward. Anyone that's at the back, please can you move from there. Jazakumullah khair wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa ma'alayna al-balagh al-mubin. Brothers, please move forward. Move forward. There's gaps here. There's 2 gaps here. That chair there, someone would be kind enough to fold those chairs and put them away. Allah will reward you also, mashallah. You've created space. If we can just move these chairs out of the way and fill up all the gaps. Jazakumullah. Adhan, please.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
As-Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Few requests for du'as for a few people that have passed away. Some of you may have heard, many knew him fondly as Uncle Dawud Matthews, a person who had reverted to Islam, but not only that, he had spent many years in Saudi Arabia propagating, learning about Islam, wrote books and what have you about Islam. Many people took the Shahada by him. Anyone that's associated with Loughborough University or ever went there, or Markfield Institute, you may have known of Marhum Dawud Matthews. Passed away a few days ago. Inshallah, janazah will be taking place as soon as we hear something soon, inshallah, from the pathologists, etc. Also, there's a request for dua for Brother Ghulam Ahmad Umarji of Highway Road. He's in critical condition in a hospital. Please make dua for him. Please make dua for, there's also a request, someone's uncle is going in for an operation or surgery. We make dua that Allah Ta'ala grants all those who are ill complete shifa and afiyah. And we make dua that all those who have passed away, may Allah grant them maghfirah. May Allah fill their graves with light. May Allah let them enjoy the fragrance of Jannah in their graves. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant their loved and near and dear ones sabrun jameel, grant them comfort in their hearts, ease from the pain, and reunite us all in the company of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam in Jannatul Firdaus, inshaAllah. Another announcement is that yesterday an important message was sent regarding fees. For some reason, some parents feel that August is no madrasa, so we don't need to pay fees, failing to realize that the madrasa fees are payable immediately when the academic year starts for the whole year. A facility has been made to make things easier, to spread the cost over 10 months. Some people want it at 12 months. And then when the 12th month comes, we don't get the payment, and sadly, it's in the region of about £8,500 outstanding in fees. Now you think about it, if I have to tell my staff this afternoon that, you know what, we can't start madrasa, you are all fired. Why? Because we don't have the money to pay you. Put ourselves in that position, how unfair it would be if we were told that, sorry, that part-time job where you were getting just a little bit above national minimum wage, even that you are not going to get. That opportunity you had to teach children the noble Quran, the blessed hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and so many important aspects of our deen, you can't do that anymore unless you do it for free. So management of the madrasa is decided in the best interest of everyone and not having to constantly deal with people who are making excuses. Not everyone, it's just a handful. It's always a handful that cause the trouble, sadly. Allah guide us all. But in any case, to make life easier, if by Monday whatever fees are outstanding have not been paid, then on Tuesday or Wednesday, when you turn up to madrasa with your child, your child would already have been deregistered. So you have today, you have all of tomorrow, you have whole of Sunday, you have whole of Monday to make sure those fees are paid up if you want your child's space in madrasa. I'll give you an example very quickly about madrasa costs and how much tuition costs. How much is tuition for 1 hour? Someone, anyone? 15, 20 pounds, any other figures? Come on guys, right, no one knows? 30 pounds, some pay 50 pounds, some pay 10 pounds. Yeah? Under £1 is the cost of madrasa. That's how much your madrasa costs. Under £1 per hour per child. And if we can't afford that, or we've got the excuses to say we can't afford it, then we have done a great injustice to our children. MashaAllah, we have people from out of the city who also donate to the madrasa. They've got nothing to do with our madrasa. But they simply donate because, you know what, you educate a child, that child reads a kalima, the child reads the Quran, they perform salah, all the good deeds they do, they will get the reward. And here as parents, we don't want to pay. Again, like I must reiterate, it's not everyone. It's only a handful that are messing it up for everyone. Someone actually told me off yesterday, Moulana, 8.5 grand, are you crazy? Why are you giving so much of credit? I said, now we have to stop. It's sad that we have to do this, but please ensure if your fees are there, just pay them. We've made life easier, yeah, in the interest of everyone, yeah, and for those that feel that Mufti Sahib sawal aata hai na, ulama sitting here, you should be teaching for free is Allah's kalam. Yeah, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that you should be a truthful businessman. So you do it truthfully, do it honestly, and don't get paid for it. You're doing it honestly. Why you want to get paid for it? People have their bills, people have their expenses. You think about, would you go work somewhere away from your home, drive in your car, pay the insurance, pay for the fuel, running costs, and getting paid just over minimum wage? And that's because that's what we can afford to pay. If people were happy to pay what they pay for other lessons, yeah, then we'll be able to pay our staff what they're really worth. Allah Ta'ala make it easy for us. Yeah? And if, yeah, this is to help us run what they run, because it's a hadiyah, it's a gift. Yeah. So this board is laying empty, right? And Shaitan has been tempting me to put up that list like Uncle Ahmad is saying. Some place they put up your name. Now we don't even need to do that. We got the As-Salaam announcement group. I would never do that. Inshallah, I hope I never do that. I wouldn't want to ridicule someone. However, to make your life easier or just give you a reminder for those that really want to be stubborn, expect a court letter. If by Monday payment isn't being made, we will submit to the courts and we will demand that payment. Is that fair? Do you think it's fair? How many of you agree it's fair? Put your hands up. MashaAllah, majority agree it's fair. For those of you who didn't pay, put your hands up, pay your fees, please. I'm kidding. Don't hit me. Jazakallah. Brothers, if you can squeeze in, come move forward. There's space here. Zayn or his brother, move forward, inshallah. Try and squeeze together, inshallah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله مستوجب الحمد برزقه المبسوط كاشف الضر بعد القنوت الذي خلق الخلق ووسع الرزق وأفاض على العالمين أصناف الأموال وابتلاهم فيها بتقليب الأحوال كل ذلك ليبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا وينظر أيهم أثر الدنيا على الآخرة بدلا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله الذي نسخ بملته مللا وتوى بشريعته أديانا ونحلا صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه الذين سلكوا سبل ربهم ذللا وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تلهكم أموالكم ولا أولادكم عن ذكر الله ومن يفعل ذلك فأولئك هم الخاسرون. وقال تعالى: الذين يبخلون ويأمرون الناس بالبخل ويكتمون ما آتاهم الله من فضله. وقال رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم: يقول ابن آدم مالي وهل لك يا ابن آدم إلا ما أكلت فأفنيت أو لبست فأبليت أو تصدقت فأمضيت. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون. بارك الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. إن الحمد لله يستعينه واستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا. من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصهما فإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات وبارك على محمد وأزواجه وذريته. قال النبي صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم: أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر وأصدقهم حياء عثمان وأقضاهم علي وفاطمة سيدة نساء أهل الجنة والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة وحمزة أسد الله وأسد رسوله رضوان الله تعالى عليهم وعن كل صحابة أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للعباس وولده مغفرة ظاهرة وباطنة لا تغادر ذنبا. الله في أصحابي لا تتخذوهم غرضا من بعدي فمن أحبهم فبحبي أحبهم ومن أبغضهم فببغضي أبغضهم. وخير أمتي قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم. وسلطان ذل الله في الأرض من أهان سلطان الله في الأرض أهانه الله. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم. ولذكر الله تعالى أعلى وأولى وأعز وأجل وأهم وأتم وأكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. Please straighten the rows, fill up all the gaps quickly, move forward inshallah. Those that are standing, please move to your left. Move up, close the gaps, brothers.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
Straighten the rows, fill up the gaps. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك ربنا وتعالى يا ذو الجلال والإكرام. اللهم إنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. اللهم رب ارحمهما كما ربيانا صغيرا. اللهم إنا نسألك من كل خير ما سألك منه نبيك وحبيبك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ونعوذ بك من كل شر ما استعاذ منه نبيك وحبيبك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وأنت المستعان وعليك البلاء ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصلى الله تعالى على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه